Here with Louisville, sophomore Montrezl Harrell. Trez, it's kind of ironic here. You're coming into your second season, but before, in the offseason, before you came here your first year, you were signed with another school, then you got out. Is it kind of bizarre to be here coming off a national championship when you really didn't even have Louisville in the picture when you were, in your later years of high school?
For the most part, it really is, because, like you said, I really wasn't intent to come here. My intention was to go to Virginia Tech and be playing basketball for them. But having Coach Lewis out there, what he did, Coach Greenberg was a great coach. I kind of feel like if I want to start in a new program with a new coach, I kind of feel like I would rather be somewhere else, where somebody has some experience. So being here, ending up in the situation now, really that I got into, I really say it was a blessing.
And you had a huge summer playing with Team USA over in the under-19 team, and you had a big role last year on the team off the bench, and this year obviously some bigger expectations. What's certain parts of your game that you worked on this offseason?
Offseason, I probably say I worked on back to the basket moves, dribbling, being able to dribble the ball, starting breaks, working on my shot consistently. That's my biggest thing was my shot, probably ball handling. Just still playing with passion and energy that I do for the game.
And over the summer, there was some talk that maybe Coach Pitino getting you playing the center. It seems like last year you played a lot of the 4. Is there anything you have to change about your game? Is it all pretty much the same, either way, 4 or 5?
I really want to say I have to change anything about my game. The thing is that me playing the 5 is probably going to be more difficult for other 5s to have to guard me, because I'm got the quickness of 4-3 position. So me playing the 5, you really don't have to learn too much anything different. Just kind of know the plays here and there, but most of them pretty much the 4 and the 5 do the same thing.
And I'm sure you focus just on this season. You guys are trying to get back to the Final Four for the 3rd year in a row. But I wonder if you hear the off-season stuff where people talking about you potentially being a lottery pick and not top 10 pick. Is that something you hear at all?
I hear it, but I really don't pay too much attention to it. Right now I'm just trying to focus on what's going to make me and my team better. That's pretty much it, trying to get back to the Final Four, like you said, trying to win the national championship.
And you guys returned nearly 75% of your scoring from a championship team, a lot of big pieces back, but you do lose two leaders in Gorgui Dieng and Peyton Siva. Can you talk about what it's been going through practices so far without them?
It's been pretty different. You can kind of tell that they're not there. Peyton was a great leader, but we had Russ and Luke and those guys, the seniors that's been around the game and kind of know what Coach B wants. So the leadership aspect is kind of still there. And with Gorgui, great guy, overall person, great on the offense and defensive end, but me and Mango, some of the other people trying to step in, fill in his position. So you could tell that they're not there, but we haven't dropped off any.
And most of the leadership seems like this year it was going to come from guys like Russ and Luke, who were named the captains. But just this past week, since last week's scrimmage, there were some people talking about you kind of having some vocal leadership out there. Is that something the coaches talk to you about, or is that kind of just how you are as a player and who you are as a person?
That's kind of how it became as a player. Gorgui, I knew he was kind of like the vocal piece for us on the back line, most of our defense. Not everybody know where they need to be, so I kind of, feel like it was kind of my job to kind of step up and let the younger guys know where to be, how Coach wants things done. Just trying to help out any way I can for the team.
And one last question. I'm going to ask every guy here this. I know you were committed to another school before, but did you ever watch Louisville as a kid when you were growing up? They had some good teams when you were younger. Was there any favorite player you've had that's played at Louisville before your time? Anybody you remember specifically?
I really, to tell you the truth, I can't even answer that question.
So can we say Gorgui Dieng maybe?
You can say Gorgui.
Okay.
I've seen T-Will play before.
Yeah.
I'll probably say somebody like him. T-Will is a special player, crazy athleticism.
We'll go with T-Will.
Yeah.
Thanks.